Hi everyone, I'm Anusha Krishnamurthy and this is about my page, My Sewing Planner. I started this page at the end of 2022 when I launched the planner, but before that, most of you don't know that I actually have a boutique which I started. So, this invitation, which I just was rummaging through my stuff when I saw it, I thought, okay, this is many of you don't know I have a boutique, and for me, quilting, sewing, knitting, crochet is not something which I started a few years back. I've been doing it for more than a decade, or more than decades. Probably when I finished, when right from my school days, I used to sew and make clothes for my Barbie doll and all that. That aside, I started my boutique in 2012. Yeah, so this was my invitation. In Tamil, I had written my name Anusha Krishnamurthy, and what was supposed to be a very small little, an exhibition and sale in my hometown, I decided to open a boutique with my parents' help and my family's help, I would say. So on 24th October, it was so since it's like about I started this with just a few saris, I think about 35 or something, which I had got it specifically woven and designed for me. So it was salwars and all that. And with that, it was just only clothes which I used to customize also. And then in about 2022, end of 2022, before that itself, I was planning this a journal for quite some years, and it was just the end of it was journaling was a big thing. It was coming up, so in a couple of months I designed everything what I wanted and I got it printed. And the journal, actually, my sewing planner, the journal, I wanted something fun. My vision was it was more of not just bringing out creativity in a person in a fun way. It was also a vision to have a community where everyone shares, and a community of women, like-minded women, who would share and their knowledge, and whether you take classes or whatever it is that you do, it was just not about sharing. Also, it was just forming a nice bond between each other, and that was what I envisioned, and that is still my vision in many ways. But if, of course, the planner not only did it, it is doing still well, and the reason I'm again printing out another set of planners uh, for this year. It's undated, so you can always use it. So I have clients who keep coming, buying it every year and gifting it, and it's like sometimes I'm like, the planner's not selling, what am I doing? And then suddenly I'll get an order, and then they will recommend it. It doesn't have to be through social media, because I was thinking when I started this page was like every follower I would get very thrilled about it, and then I realized it was the followers are not exactly my clients also at times, but I have a great support. And with that planner, actually, I must say that I had a lot of slack, because many people were angry I didn't have their name in the planner. Honestly, I was not biased. I had contacted a few women and they replied. Those who didn't reply, and of course, I left out a lot of people. I can't put everyone, it'll be just, only people in my planner then. But with that, I learned a lot. I came out with this planner with a very naive and ignorant way, probably, because like I said, my vision was to empower women as a bond, and a community, and grow together. But then I lost a lot of friends on that, and I did gain a lot of friends, but it was many of them were angry I didn't include them or their friends or their group. That is still, like sort of mushing over, lingering over, and things like that. But otherwise, I'm happy with what it was. My planner, it was my design, it was my idea that I had it out, and I made it work. Maybe it's slow, it doesn't sell one day, maybe it sells suddenly, but that was not the point for me. I did something what I wanted, and yeah, it was an expensive I want. But set that as leaving that aside, then I went into templates, acrylic thing. It started with a clear acrylic, which I made a few sets of 50, 55 or something like that, and they all sold. And so I said, okay, why not make it in a nice bright color, which I always like. So then I went into neon greens and pinks, and my product portfolio did, I just kept building up over it. So I started with simple stuff, and English paper piecing is something which my mom has been doing, my grandmother. my aunts also, my dad's side, my mom's side, everyone is very creative. So for me, being creative is not something new, not something which I just picked up a few years ago when we were in lockdown. Nothing of that sort. I've been doing this for decades and decades. So when I research a product, I there is a lot going behind getting a product out. It's not just something when I just say, okay, please buy it. This is a tool I made for you. No, I do work on it. There are a lot of wastage. There's a lot of work behind the scenes, but yeah. So that was for me, my again, for when it comes to my templates and the 3D printing thing, it's something which I wanted everyone to be, it should be accessible to most people, because most of us were getting templates from abroad, and I wanted something with good quality and reasonable prices. And when I say reasonable prices, it is reasonable to me, it cannot be reasonable to you, that is up to you. But that was what I think, and I wanted it to have multiple uses. So if it comes in a set, it's more economical for both of us, instead of just giving you one small tiny piece. So that was why most of the things come in as sets, not just a single piece. So you can have multiple uses, and if you buy it as single pieces, it will work out expensive for both of us. It's That's not what I'm looking at. For me, it is good quality at reasonable cost and easily accessible. And crafting should be fun. I mean, for me, tools, many of you all would say, tools, why do we need it? If you want it, yes, most of the tools are going to be useful for you, and um, helpful, and making that creative process faster. So if you wanted, just say, the thread cutter, which I actually never knew what happened. I've never seen a product like this in a few months back or something. So when I made it, I was like, what is it? If you know Tamil, I was calling it an arvamane for my purposes. And then afterwards, when I was just trying chain piecing, and it was like quick. I could just, instead of sitting and snipping it, it was just like, quick to do that. Or when it comes to my rulers, it's a set, so you can use it for multiple uses. It's not for quilting, you can use it for sewing when you make patterns. It's a lot of uses. And same with a yarn minder, one of my biggest sellers. So this is about me and my products. So I just wanted to share. And as I'm making a few more planners for this year, and I have a lot more new products coming up. And yeah, my clothes, if you're not obviously, I live in a little farm far away inside in a village. I wouldn't say it's a village, it's a little hamlet. It's a nice little cozy little place. I'm not a city person, so yeah, that's why I relocated over here and I started my work here. So for people who ask me, why don't you live in a city, I like my life here, and it has its hardships like everyone's life. But then I like being around nature. This is the window where I sit and waste my time. And most often the other side is my machine. And yeah, this is my little space. And my boutique is just outside. I have saris, salwars, and I custom made clothes, bags, quilts, dolls, and whatever you see on this page is handcrafted by me. I do not have help over here to do my work. So yeah, that's about it. And just wanted to share that, yep, this is my boutique, which I started 2012. And yep, thank you for being a part of my journey, and for those people who I've met along the way, and I hope you continue to be a part of my journey. Thank you. I'm Anusha Krishnamurthy.